Hey everyone, I'm Jenny. Following up on our last video on BigQuery, now I'm going to show you how to ingest data real-time into BigQuery using Estuary Flow. Now I assume you already have an instance of BigQuery and already have some data you want to move to it. But in case you don't already have an account, the easiest way to play around with BigQuery is to try BigQuery Sandbox, which gives you free access to 10 gigabytes of storage and 1 TB per month of query data analyzed. You can follow this article on how to get started with BigQuery Sandbox. I'll put the link in the description. Now let's walk through how to set up a materialization in Estuary Flow to ingest data into BigQuery. In case you're not familiar with the term materialization, a materialization is a task in Flow that pushes data from one or more collections to an external destination, whether it be a data lake or a database. Documents continuously move from each Flow collection to the destination. As new documents become available within bound collections, the materialization keeps the destination up to date within milliseconds, or as fast as that system allows. Materializations interface with destinations using pre-built connectors in Flow, which we'll be using one today. First, go to estuary.dev and log into Flow. You can register for a free account if you don't already have one. To capture data from a source, you would create a capture. To ingest data into a destination, you would create a materialization. Since this is a materialization demo, I already have a capture created and I'm going to focus on the materialization setup. But if you want to see how to set up captures, you can check out other videos in this channel. Here are some examples. Let's get back to the materialization. Now click on Materializations on the left menu, hit New Materialization, and select the BigQuery connector. From here, you would just select a prefix from the dropdown and give the materialization a name. Now let's set up the endpoint configurations. For project ID, you can get that from your GCP account. At the top, on the dropdown, Estuary Theater in this case. So we'll put that in. For the service account JSON, you can get it from GCP, search for service account, find the one you want from the list, and then click the three dots under Actions for that account and select Manage Keys. Click Add Key, create new key, make sure JSON is selected for the key type, and then just click Create. Now going back to Flow, drag and drop that JSON file just generated, hit Submit. Now let's go back to the GCP and search for buckets. Find the bucket you're using for this. Here you can get the name and the location, which are what we need in Flow. So in Flow, the region is the location we just saw, US. The bucket name is Jenny Demo Bucket, as we just saw. Now let's get the dataset name. For this example, I'm going to be ingesting data into the Notion blocks dataset shown here. So we'll put that in Flow, and that's all the required fields for the endpoint configuration. Now, what data are we ingesting into BigQuery? This is where you select the source collections down here. So I'm going to ingest data from Notion. So I already had a Notion capture set up here, and these are the collections captured by my Notion source connector. There are 4 of them. I specifically want to ingest blocks to BigQuery, so I'll be selecting that. But note that you can ingest multiple collections at once if you want. So you would just add the collections to the available collections here. Now let's hit Next. So we're all set to go. Let's hit Save and Publish. Success. Now if I go to my materializations list, I can see that my BigQuery materialization is getting the documents. I can expand here to view details. And I can see the specs of the materialization and collection. Now let's check on the BigQuery side, go to our dataset blocks. As we can see, all the data has made it in here. So that's it. Thanks for watching.